They look like they cost a fortune, but every one of these exciting garments was created at a fraction of shop prices using this. A modern knitting machine puts the world of beautiful fashion knitwear at your fingertips. So for those of you ready armed with a machine, remove the lid, organise a work table and a comfortable chair, and we can start setting up. We've organised setting up into 12 easy stages. Once you memorise the order, setting up really does become far less daunting than it looks. Since we're using an average 4-ply equivalent yarn, the setting will be in the centre. So start by selecting one of the yarns as a waste yarn and the other as your main colour. With a partial knit lever, leave this set on naught. With a serrated side, push forward every other needle from A to E position. Now tie the end of the yarn to the clamp underneath the machine. We will also need the pattern dial, the part of the machine which controls the knitting functions. This should be set to plain. Now take the small section of the cast-on comb and hook it onto the loops between the sinker hooks at the front of the needle bed. And that's it. You're ready to start knitting. So at last we can start our first piece of creative work. Knitting this mitten will introduce, on a manageable scale, most of the skills you'll need to create the larger, more impressive garments. And there you are. You've mastered the basic knitting function and have a finished mitten to prove it. We've hardly had time to begin to show you how simple and enjoyable machine knitting can be. Once you team up with your knitting machine, the only limit on what you create is your own imagination.